Cultural Head of Sakshya, the History Society of Shyam Lal College Evening, and also the proud former editor of Journal of Continuity and Change by graduates. I, on the behalf of Graduate Scholars Talk Series, welcome you all again in this wonderful and very enthusiastic session. It is a great honor for me to welcome our guests of honor again on the stage. So I'll start with Professor K. Ratnabali Ma'am, Dean of Academic Affairs, University of Delhi. Ma'am, kindly come on the stage. Ma'am, please have a nice seat. And now I request Professor Vijay Singh Ma'am, Department of History of University of Delhi. Ma'am, kindly come up on stage. Ma'am, please have a nice seat. Now I will request Professor Sunil K. Chaudhary Sir, Department of Political Science Honors of University of Delhi, to kindly come up on stage. So please have a nice seat. Now I will request Dr. Pramod Kumar Dwivedi, IQAC in charge of Shyam Lal College Evening, to kindly come up on stage. Now I will request our convenor, Dr. Manish Karmwar Sir, kindly come up on stage, sir. Now I will request Subhi Singh to felicitate all the guests of honor presented on the stage.
Better than 1,000 days of diligent study is one day with a great teacher. Your heart is slightly larger than the average human heart, but that's because...
Can you just wait for a minute? I will request Dr. Pramod Kumar Sir to come on the stage. Kindly have a nice seat.
Thank you to all teachers. Better than 1,000 days of diligent study is one day with a great teacher. Your heart is slightly larger than the average human heart, but that's because you are a great teacher, and teaching is the greatest act of optimism. First of all, I would now call Mr. Snehal Sinha, President of ISHAR, to facilitate Professor K. Ratnabali Ma'am.
For the students, because we are here in this initiative by all the power and all the enthusiasm.
Thank you, ma'am, for accepting the memento. Now, I call Bushra Khan, studying in MA, to facilitate Professor Sunil K. Chaudhary Sir. Thank you, sir, for accepting the memento. Now I call Mr. Amit Kumar to honor Dr. Pramod Kumar Dwivedi, sir. Thank you, sir, for accepting the invitation. Now I call Ms. Archana to felicitate Dr. Manish Karmwar, sir, convener of GSTS. Manish sir. Now, I would like to thank all the respected.
Now, I will request Mr. Ali to felicitate Dr. Pramod sir.
Teachers for gracing us with a valuable presence in the event. Thank you so much. We are highly humbled.
As well said by Jim Watkins, a river cuts through bricks not because of its power but because of its persistence. With this persistence, I would like to introduce our magazine Journal of Continuity and Change by Graduates, which is a monthly magazine and initiated by Sakshya, the History Society. As the name itself suggests, continuity and change, we wish to bring forward to the readers the concept of these two terms as the whole universe revolves around the idea of continuity. And edition of the magazine was launched in the month of July in 2021 with the theme Population Bomb. And since then, each month we have been publishing our magazine with new and enlightening themes. Our magazine provides a platform to the young scholars to publish their works. We include the articles, stories, poems, book reviews and research papers of the budding scholars and provide them with e-certificate for the same, which are beneficial for them for the future aspects. Now, it's time to call upon stage the present editors of the magazine Journal of Continuity and Change to launch the very first issue of this year of Volume 3. So I would like to call all the editors of the magazine on the stage, Ms. Bhavya Mishra, Mr. Siddharth Yadav, Ms. Riya, Ms. Vaishnavi Mishra and Mr. Gupta. Till date, the magazine has completed its 2 volumes with the launch of 8 spectacular editions in very first volume and 1 edition in second volume, which was launched on 21st April in a wonderful and successful 3-day literary festival called Scholars Cultural Conclave. Now, it's time to launch the 3rd volume of the magazine, and for that, I would like to request one of the editors of Journal of Continuity and Change, Ms. Bhavya Mishra, to launch that with the great momentum as usual.
Of the dream is a mortal sin. Good evening, Honorable Chief Guest, respected teachers, and everyone. Today, I'm here to present our magazine. GCC, which is Journal of Continuity and Change, is an occasion of Art of Articulation. We are launching our first issue of the 3rd volume of the magazine with the theme, The Future Visage, Socio-Political, Genius and Research Critique Sections. It is a bi-monthly magazine directed by Editor-in-Chief Mishra, Mr. Siddharth Singh Yadav and Ms. Riya. Creative and visual works are done by Ms. Subhi Tiwari, Mr. Shyam Lal College and Mr. Subhi Singh. Now, to make the future India great, the whole secret lies in organization, accumulation of power, and the coordination of wills. India is an oasis of world's different people living together. As we have stepped into the new millennium, India's diversity in terms of its religion, language, culture, etc. will always set a model for the world. We have a rich cultural heritage inherited from our ancestors. Now, India is on the verge of rapid development, and with the help of our magazine, we have tried to present a glimpse of the future visage of India, with incredible pieces of articles and creative works, such as Sports Paving the Way Forward by Ms. Bhavya Mishra, Environmental Principles and Ethics by Mr. Siddharth Singh Yadav, Fashion, a Means of Expression by Ms. Riya, Post-COVID Emotions of Students by Ms. Vaishnavi Mishra, Shiksha, Gurukul Se Anything Tak by Mr. Dev Chaudhary. Through all these articles, our editors tried to break down our various future stipulations of India. Besides this, our magazine also presents articles and poems from scholars too. We have presented research papers under the Reconnaissance
section, and in the cultural critique section, we have presented some book recommendations and some very famous art strokes. And this time, we have introduced a genius section in which we have presented some of the very prominent future plans of India. After going through our magazine, you will surely evolve a great sense of futuristic approach to our country. Thank you, everyone. I would request all the guests of honor to kindly inaugurate the Journal of Continuity and Change. Thank you so much.
Years back, it was just 1 week to inaugural term of GSTS. And who would have thought that GSTS first approval meet would soon turn into GSTS 100 in the conference center of the University of Delhi. And so, here we are. Such incredible has been the journey of GSTS. Good evening, distinguished dignitaries, all meritorious preceptors, officials, and my intended compeers. This is Mudit Bhardwaj, postgraduate student of political science. This has been a momentous day so far, but this is not the celebration of successful completion of 100 talks, but it represents the culmination of years of perseverance and erudite endeavor. In fact, it is a prominent milestone in the to achieve more attainments and more accomplishments. You know, GSTS is akin to S.S. Rajamouli's movie. It looks good at the bigger screen, but it takes years of hard work to make it look good at the viewer at the bigger screen. Behind every GSTS is an unrelenting force of a visionary, sheer commitment of young bloods, and the constant inspiration of our eternal cheerleaders, the audience. Since the origin of idea of GSTS, in December 2020, it has been more than 750 days, and there is no single day when GSTS is not worked upon, when GSTS is not polished, when GSTS is not fine-tuned. What is implied here is, no matter what happens, the show must go on with more perseverance, more efforts, and more resilience. पद्म भूषण स्वर्गीय श्री सिमंगल सिंह सुमन की एक कविता थी, समय की बाध्यता के कारण मैं पूरा तो नहीं पढ़ना चाहूंगा, लेकिन उसकी कुछ पंक्तियां पढ़ना चाहूंगा। गति प्रबल पैरों में भरी, फिर क्यों रंग कर खड़ा, आज जब मेरे सामने है रास्ता इतना बड़ा, जब तक मैं मंजिल पा सकूं, तब तक मैं मुझे विराम है, चलना हमारा काम है, चलना हमारा काम है। जीवन अपूर्ण लिए हुए, पाता कभी खोता कभी, आशा निराशा से गिरा, हंसता कभी रोता कभी, गति मति में हो अवरुद्ध, इसका ध्यान आठोयाम है, चलना हमारा काम है, चलना हमारा काम है। इस विषद प्रहार में इसको नहीं बहना पड़ा, सुख दुख हमारी ही तरह इसको नहीं सहना पड़ा, फिर व्यर्थ क्यों कहता फिर मुझ पर विधाता वाम है, चलना हमारा काम है, चलना हमारा काम है। Now moving on, we shall begin with our valedictory orations.
Thank you, Mr. Mudit. Now I wholeheartedly welcome Professor K. Ratnabali ma'am, and I feel very honored to introduce you. Professor K. Ratnabali ma'am is currently the professor in Law Center in Faculty of Law, University of Delhi. She is Dean, Academic Activities and Projects in DU. Currently, the new education policy was implemented by Government of India, and she is the face behind all the developments we are witnessing in our university with respect to implementation of new education policy. Ma'am has written and published many important books like Biological Weapons, Martial Law in India, and the Law of Armed Conflict. Her area of interest are human rights of the marginalized section of society with special reference to tribals and indigenous people. Thank you so much, ma'am, for accepting the invitation and honoring us with your presence. I would like to invite you to address the audience.
और यहाँ पे पूरा तो वैसे है।
Namaskar. My colleagues from the college, Dr. Pramod K. Dwivedi, Dr. Manish Karmwar, and Dr. Pramod again. senior faculty members from the colleges, and I don't know whether there are faculty members of the department, and there are alumni from the college as well as I think those who have sat as jury in the previous sessions, participants and my dear students. It's indeed an honor to be invited by Dr. Manish to be part of this, I would say, very historic in the sense that the Graduate Scholars Talk series has reached today the 100th session, and in spite of whatever hardship that came along, whether it was COVID or otherwise, the best part is that it's a student initiative and they have shown the perseverance to continue with the talk in spite of all odds that came on their way. So a big round of applause to all the students who have initiated this talk. I would also like to appreciate the efforts made by Dr. Manish as the mentor who has guided the students to take up such initiative and be the spine behind all these students' effort. I would like to tell you a quote which was given by Robert Greene, who says that the future belongs to those who learn more skills and combine them in creative ways. So I feel that trying to communicate, trying to articulate what you have in your mind, whether it is a new idea or whether it is a critique or an analysis of what is existing, or even expression of your imaginations, is a skill definitely. Because when you talk about, say, creative writing, a content writer, it's all about expression and articulation. So therefore, I feel that the Graduate Scholars Talk, which has been initiated by the students of Shyam Lal College, is a good breeding ground for such a skill. And I'm also very, very glad to know today after coming here that they have started a journal also, Journal of Continuity and Change. What a nice name. There is continuity in what lies behind us, things that we want to carry forward, we want to pick and choose those, and then continue it, and then bring the changes where required. So I think it's a very, very appropriate title for such a journal where the students are heading and students are contributing towards it. And I wish that just as Graduate Scholars Talk has reached the 100th session, your journal should also reach one day the 100th volume. And I look forward to that. As for the art of articulation, when Dr. Manish invited me, I said, Dr. Manish, I'm not good in articulation. And what will I speak to the students when you talk about articulation? Because I'm one of those in school, if I try to share a very personal part of me today, I was not confident to speak. I was a good student, no doubt, in terms of academics, but I was not very expressive. I was more or less an introvert. But in course of time, because when you become a teacher, you have to communicate. And teaching is all about, I feel that many of you will become a teacher one day. So how many of you would like to become a teacher? Very few? Okay. And how many of you want to be in performing arts or, journalism? Very nice. So what does the rest of you want? I'm just wondering. You may be somebody like me, like I was in the past, somebody who may not be ready to speak up, because even in a group discussion, even today, I take time to ask a questions. I wait for people to ask them. Mine might be the last hand to raise, to ask a question or share my comments. But I think it's very important to come out of this hesitation and articulate what you want to say. And this platform gives you that opportunity. This platform gives you to hone up your skills of articulation. And when we talk about articulating, what will you articulate? क्या बोलेंगे आप दूसरे को? Articulation is meant for the other party. What you have inside you, you want to pass it on, express it to the other, isn't it? So it is very important to have some content, some substance to say. बोलने के लिए तो कुछ होना चाहिए ना. अगर आप substance नहीं बोलेंगे तो क्या होगा? You won't be able to capture the attention of the other person. So therefore, it is very important in the art of articulation to do very good research, read voraciously on the topic you want to speak. Because what you are going to articulate is what you have synthesized through collection of different information and knowledge from different areas and domains. And then only after you synthesize, you'll be able to speak something which is not already there. Because if you're going to repeat the same thing which the others have said, then it's not going to, grab their attention. It's only when you speak something new or some analysis that you are giving. So therefore, I think there is a very strong connection between articulating and doing the thorough research on what you want to speak. Second thing is, when you talk about articulating, obviously I think many sessions might have been taken by other speakers also. It's very important to use a word, or the words that you use should have the meaning that you want to assign, because language or words are very, very mischievous. Mante ho? Because that's why there is a gap between what you want to say and what the other person perceives it to be. So that's why there is a gap between what you want to say and what you want to convey. So therefore, the choice of words is very, very important, because words itself are mischievous. So you should try to know what words to use and in what situation and to whom you are speaking. Because if you're interacting, the position of the person whom you are speaking to may also, entail choosing the appropriate words and vocabularies in conveying a particular idea. Third thing is that obviously when you're talking about articulation, voice modulation is very important. You might have seen many of the politicians. I don't know how many of you watch speech by our Honorable Prime Minister. है ना? तो कैसे बोलते हैं? एक बार में एकदम झटके से सब नहीं बोलते, धीरे धीरे पॉज लेके. So voice modulation, pausing at the right time, makes the listener, understand what you want to say. It's like absorbing. हमारा माइंड जो है स्पॉन्ज की तरह है, दूसरे जो बोल रहे पहले एब्जॉर्ब करते हैं, फिर समझने की कोशिश करते हैं कि कहना क्या चाह रहे हैं, isn't it? So therefore, taking the right pause at the right time also means a lot, right? Fourthly, I would like to say that the body language articulation is not just about words, it's about your body language also. Because if you're confident in speaking, your body language will speak by itself that you are confident. If you are not confident, you may try to be, but your body will show what exactly is the intent or what is the situation inside, isn't it? Fifthly, very shortly, I'll complete it very soon. Fifth is that it's training and practice which makes a man perfect. अपने जन्म से किसी को ऐसा स्किल नहीं कि बस बोलना शुरू करे, बस बोल ही जाए, है ना? तो आर्टिकुलेशन एक स्किल है जो आप डेवलप कर सकते हैं. जिसके पास आज को लगता है कि मेरे पास ये आर्टिकुलेशन का स्किल है ही नहीं, प्लीज डोंट थिंक दैट यू कैन नॉट लर्न दिस स्किल. फाइन. और जिसके पास है स्किल, उसको हॉन अप करना बहुत जरूरी है, so that you are able to take advantage of such a skill. So I wish you all the very best, that the coming time will be, all about honing up your skills, your art of articulation will become better and better, so that you're able to convey what you want to say, so that what is in your mind is conveyed directly to the listeners. All the very best to you, and thank you, Dr. Manish and the team, for inviting me to be part of this momentous occasion. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your insightful words. Now I heartily welcome Professor Vijay Lakshmi ma'am. Professor Vijay Lakshmi ma'am is currently a professor in Department of History, University of Delhi. She is also an author and very prominent historian. She has served in important capacities like Deputy Director in charge of Center for Professional Development in Higher Education, University of Delhi. She was CICOPS Committee for International Cooperation and Development Fellow, University of Pavia, Italy 2012, and CICOPS Scholar in 2007. Her area of expertise are Ancient Indian History, Archaeology, and Ethno Studies, Gender Studies. Ma'am has written a book, Women in Gender in Ancient India, Study of Text and Inscriptions, which was published in 2015. I was reading her book, and the way she has done deep analysis on condition of women from ancient to modern times is very fascinating. Ma'am is also chairperson governing body of Manish College. Ma'am, I would like to invite you to address the audience.
Professor Ratnavali in Academic Affairs, Professor Sunil, Political Science Department, Dr. Pramod Kumar, Dr. Dwivedi, Dr. Manish, Principal Sahab, यहाँ हैं तो Mr. Principal Dwivedi Sahab, my fellow colleagues, almost I know everyone who is teaching in Shyam Lal College. It's a very opportune moment for all of us to gather here to celebrate this 100 talks by Shyam Lal, organized by Shyam Lal College. It is really inspiring. सब कुछ देखकर एक कविता जो बचपन से मैं सुनती और बुनती आ रही हूँ याद आ रही है. सर्वेश्वर दयाल जी की एक कविता है, कैसे आकाश में सुराख नहीं हो सकता, एक पत्थर तो तबीयत से उछाल गया. मैं इस संदर्भ में कह रही हूँ कि यहाँ पर एक टॉक ऑर्गेनाइज करने में महीनों लगे हैं. And you see the sequence, 100 talks, and that too organized for the students of various colleges, various institutions, inter-university, intra-university. I mean the kind of students which gathered at this platform to talk at different subjects, at different level, and the art through which they communicated, it's marvelous, I would say. See the range. Even today, there were 17 talkers, I would say talkers. Why? Because they're mixed kind of talk, which I analyzed today while sitting here. One was rhetoric, and there's nothing wrong in rhetoric also, because he was, doing art of speaking. And the other was data-based. So these two were very different talks, but entirely, in entirety, they were academic talks, because they were relating to certain burning issues in the society, in the political arena, or in culture. Even there was one talk on psychology, depression, which is a very novice thing today, because earlier it's a very sensitive issue, which earlier people did not think about, that what depression is. Mazak udate the. But now depression is considered to be serious, is talked about, and is cured also. So this is very important. They talked about art, they talked about history, culture, temples, politics, commerce. So it was overall I found it very interesting. And I would say that when we, do good practices, and this is one of the good practices, which is the value of which is inculcated in new education policy also. Taking things from different perspectives, from different arena, from different people, and culminating into what education is, should be and is today. So I found it very interesting the way students were talking. They were thinking out of box also while talking. It is not that it was only rhetoric. Rhetoric was out of box also many times. And also when I see, how this journey has taken place because I have been participating in 1 or 2 programs a year back or 2 years back. So how there is continuity in this graduate scholars talk, and how the organizer, especially Dr. Manish Karmwar, is emotionally involved in the whole issue of graduate scholar talk. And this has really benefited not the student community of Shyam Lal College. Of course, it has enhanced the image of Shyam Lal College as a great academic institution, because everyone is talking about this 100 talks today. So, but it also has benefited different institutions interacting at this platform. They have given a platform to the students where students are interacting with each other. It's very interesting. So if I go on talking about these talks and the minute details of these talks, there is no end to this. I would say that we should, we should keep it up, these things, especially for the students, because after all they are the future of the country, and they have to manage the affairs of the country also. When youth is involved in academics at such a level, such a high level, think what they will be at 10 years after. So this is an opportunity for the students also, that they should get more and more involved in such kind of activities, so that their mind is not distracted anywhere else, and they are thinking about the institution, they are thinking about their career, they are thinking about the nation. So it helps in nation building also. I really congratulate Shyam Lal College and Chief Editor Manish Karmwar and the team of students, because without the team of students it is not possible to do things. As a teacher, even I know. So the whole team of Shyam Lal College, I would say, Pramod, and all other faculty members, that without their cooperation, this talk would not have been successful. This is for sure. I know this, because without the cooperation of the institution, without the cooperation of the principal, without the cooperation of the teachers from teaching fraternity of that institution, and of course the student fraternity of that institution, no program can be a great success. So they are behind the soul of Dr. Manish Karmwar to carry forward this program. So I thank you all of you, for inviting me here today to be with you, and I really like being with the students. So thank you.
And we are honored to have your presence here, and we are also grateful to you for inundating your recipients and such colossal knowledge. Now moving on, our next guest speaker is Honorary Director, or Pratham Sevak as he often says, of Center for Global Studies, an academician par excellence, having topped the Delhi University in his post-graduation to walking away with numerous feathers in his cap, like Global South Award from International Political Science Association, Academic Staff Fellow from Commonwealth Commission in UK, among many. He was instrumental in introducing political science honors, co-education, and key structural changes in our college, and the impact of which you can see today. He writes, while the 21st century global society provides huge opportunities, it also presents great challenges. How to stay academically vibrant in such competitive, market-oriented global society is one of the toughest challenges for all of us. And I believe, sir, you must be happy today that GSTS is one such ambitious step in your vision of making students academically vibrant. We extend our sincere welcome to Professor Sunil Kumar Chaudhary, Professor at Department of Political Science. Thus, this great student with boundless and magnum opus profundity.
नमस्कार। टीवी देखने का बहुत शौक नहीं रखता हूँ, लेकिन कभी कभी न्यूज़ देख लेता हूँ। और एक न्यूज़ ने बहुत प्रभावित किया बहुत समय से। आज जब यहाँ आया हूँ तो मुझे लगता है कि वो न्यूज़ जो है आज श्याम लाल कॉलेज सामने परिवार के समक्ष हल्की पड़ रही है। वो न्यूज़ है 10 का दम, और आप लोगों ने दिखा दिया है 100 का दम। समस्त श्याम लाल कॉलेज सामने परिवार को मैं इस महत्वपूर्ण उपलब्धि के लिए साधुवाद देता हूँ। हम जानते हैं कि किसी भी काम को शुरू करना बहुत आसान होता है, लेकिन उसे उस मंजिल तक पहुंचाना अपने आप में बहुत ही चुनौतीपूर्ण होता है। महाविद्यालय परिवार ने अपने सभी छात्र और छात्राओं के साथ, शिक्षक समुदाय के साथ, प्रशासनिक समुदाय के साथ मिलकर इस मिशन को पूर्ण किया है। तो समस्त परिवार साधुवाद का पात्र है, और मैं स्वयं से लगभग 2 दशक श्याम लाल कॉलेज सांग में बिताकर आया हूँ और वहाँ से बहुत कुछ सीख कर आया हूँ। तो मैं स्वयं को भी कहीं ना कहीं साधुवाद दे रहा हूँ, बधाई दे रहा हूँ, और आप सब लोगों को बहुत बहुत बधाई। थोड़ी आदत है समय से पहले पहुँच जाने की, तो मैं समय से कुछ पहले आ गया, लेकिन बहुत अच्छा लगा कि मैंने उन सभी विद्यार्थियों को बोलते हुए देखा जो वास्तव में एक नए नेतृत्व का परिचय दे रहे थे। अब तक तो हमें लग रहा था कि केवल शिक्षक ही बहुत अच्छा बोलते हैं, लेकिन आज समझ में आया कि विद्यार्थी और शोधार्थी भी कहीं कम नहीं है। वैसे तो मैं राजनीति विज्ञान विषय का छात्र हूँ। आपने कहा मैं प्रथम सेवक हूँ। हाँ, मैं वैश्विक अध्ययन केंद्र का प्रथम सेवक हूँ। मैं प्रथम सेवक इसलिए हूँ क्योंकि मैं अपने आप को बहुत प्रथम पाता हूँ उस केंद्र में पहुँचने पर भी, और जो पहले आता है मैं पहले उसका अभिनंदन करता हूँ, तभी मैं प्रथम रहता हूँ। सोच रहा था कि वैलिडिटी सेशन में तो क्या बोलना है, क्योंकि मैं कोई रिसोर्स पर्सन नहीं हूँ, कोई स्पीकर नहीं हूँ, और इस विषय से भी संबंधित नहीं हूँ। बट मैंने इस निमंत्रण को इसलिए भी सहजता से स्वीकारा क्योंकि मैं आज वापस अपने परिवार में आ रहा हूँ, उनसे मिलने के लिए जा रहा हूँ। मुझे खुशी है कि आज आपने जो कर दिखाया है, मुझे लगता है कि मेरे इस 32 वर्ष के टीचिंग करियर में, वैसे मैं बार बार इस बात को कहता हूँ कि मुझे पढ़ाते हुए 32 वर्ष हो गए हैं और अभी 10 वर्ष और बाकी हैं। तो इन 32 वर्षों में जब सब लोग ये कहा करते थे कि हमें मेन कैंपस कॉलेजेस में जाना है, ABC कॉलेज में जाना है, और उन सामान्य कॉलेजेस को जहाँ से हम लोग आते हैं उनको हमेशा पेरिफेरल कॉलेजेस के रूप में देखा जाता रहा है। मैं स्वयं हिंदू कॉलेज से पास आउट हूँ, लेकिन जब श्याम लाल सांध में मुझे जाने का मौका मिला तो माता जी बहुत प्रसन्न थी और मैं बहुत अप्रसन्न। उन्होंने कहा क्या हुआ? हमने कहा माता जी आपका पुत्र इतने अच्छे महाविद्यालय से है, इतनी अच्छे एकेडमिक रिकॉर्ड के साथ है और उसका चयन भी हुआ है तो श्याम लाल कॉलेज सांध में। तो उन्होंने कहा कि तुम अपने आप को बहुत बड़ा गोल्ड मेडलिस्ट समझते हो कि तुम्हें गोल्ड मेडल मिला है, तुम हिंदुआइट हो, जिस दिन श्यामलाल कॉलेज इवनिंग से तुमने हिंदुआइट्स पैदा किए, तब लगेगा कि तुम्हारा Students, I'm very happy to share this news to all of you that one of the gold medalists after me happens to be from Shyam Lal College Evening 2015-18 batch. The student is, there are two students who are the first two toppers, Preeti Yadav and Garima Sharma. They are from Shyam Lal College Evening. Now coming to the last part of my presentation, I was not prepared for it, but I just decided to have at least 3 key points about the articulation. Ratnabali ma'am has already expressed, and Professor Singh ma'am has also expressed her views on the articulation. But I see articulation from 3 new perspectives. The first perspective is that articulation is an art, which you have rightly stated in your theme, art of articulation. I see articulation as an art in terms of expression. When I say that expression, it means that we as students, I'm talking about from the perspective of young students and scholars, that we as young students and scholars have got inbuilt and hidden or innate qualities and traits and attributes in ourselves. We have capacities, we have capabilities. Now the time has come, I would say, the challenge has come for all of us to express ourselves in formal way as well as in informal way. So expression is the most important component of articulation, which could be seen as an art itself. And the way we have been holding this graduate scholars series programs for past 2 years, one could see the varieties or range of the topics which have been covered during these 2 years time frame, from ancient India to global India, from competition to constitution, from marriage to mathematics, and from Premchand's Hindi Kavita to Ghalib's Sher or Shairi. That shows that how students have been able to express themselves in view of their innate traits and attributes, the hidden qualities and potentialities, and they needed a platform. And this art of articulation initiative by the college itself reflects the strength of that expression as embedded in the art of articulation. For me, articulation is an art which could be reflected through expression. I also see articulation, besides art in terms of expression, it's also a craft, could be seen in terms of communication. It means that how well connected we are with the realities, with this real world. Gandhi used to say that if you have to know India, you must visit India. Real India lies in the rural world. Its rural India is a real India. So when we try to communicate ourselves, we should be able to communicate our ideas from the perspective of our innate connectivity, which comes from our own traditions and conventions, from our legacy. So communication is a very important part of articulation as a craft, and again it's a challenge for all of us. So how able we are to communicate ourselves. With this broad platform, we have succeeded in communicating our ideas of Shyam Lal College Evening Parivar. I call my college not as an institution but as a parivar. Now, only in a parivar one could see a feeling of bonding. तो मैं देखता हूँ कि जो कनेक्टिविटी है, वो आत्मीयता जो है, वो एक परिवार में ही अंतर्निहित है. और यही कारण है कि आज इतने सारे स्टूडेंट सुबह से लेकर शाम तक बैठे हुए हैं, और अभी तक जब मैंने बोलना शुरू किया किसी ने अपनी घड़ी को नहीं देखा. मैं बार-बार 5-5 मिनट कह रहा हूँ. Let's take 2 more minutes. So moving to the third part of articulation, art as expression, articulation, craft as communication. The third important part which I rightly revealed today is articulation as a draft. When I say articulation as a draft, it means the focus of every articulation should be seen in terms of its dissemination. How widely, spreadly we disseminate our values, our ideas, our opinion, our vantage points. The way we have been able to succeed in terms of organizing different events, in terms of writings and expressions. I'm very happy to see a magazine has come out, the first issue of 2023, and this Country Can Change journal. I wish that it should also cover 100 of its issues in the days to come. Whether we are here or not, but this journal, the magazines should be there that should remind our contributions and our sustenance as a very important academic society. I'm not very sure that how many other institutions in this university are coming out with these kinds of publications. And when I say publications, it doesn't mean that publications in one go or the other. Publications in terms of continuity. शुरू करना मैंने कहा कि उसको निरंतरता के साथ आगे लेके जाना ही आज के समय की प्रासंगिकता है, और मुझे बहुत प्रसन्नता है कि इस जर्नल को जो आपने शुरू किया है और चलाते जा रहे हैं, बहुत कम कॉलेजेस हैं, बहुत कम इंस्टीट्यूशंस हैं जो इस कार्य को निरंतरता के साथ देख पा रहे हैं। तो उन चीज़ों को डिसमिनेट करना एक इम्पॉर्टेंट पार्ट है आर्टिकुलेशन का। और अंत में मैं यही कहूँगा कि जैसा आपने हमारे पैनलिस्ट ने, स्पीकर्स ने और हमारे एंकर्स ने कहा, और अक्सर मनीष जी भी कहते हैं कि हमें रुकना नहीं है, मैं तो कहता हूँ कि हमें थकना नहीं है, हमें थमना भी नहीं है, हमें ठहरना भी नहीं है, हमें चलना है और चलते चले जाना है। बल्कि मैं सोच रहा था कि सब लोगों ने देखा कैसे यूनिफिकेशन का टर्म used to come from the new government. Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji came out with one idea, one nation and the one taxation. हम सब लोग GST को बहुत अच्छे से देख रहे थे in terms of one taxation. अब हम चाहेंगे कि ये जो GST हमारा ग्रेजुएट स्कॉलर सीरीज है, ये ग्रेजुएट स्कॉलर टॉक सीरीज ऐसे सीरीज में रहे जो एक ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म करे जिसमें one taxation should be replaced with one unification. We must all come together in a common platform as an academic परिवार to express, to communicate and disseminate our ideas, our values, our traditions and our conventions. और आखिर में चूंकि गालिब की बात आप सब लोगों ने कही तो मुझे भी लगा कि मैं एक बात कह दूं। जब मैं कहता हूं कि श्यामलाल सारे परिवार को चलना नहीं है, दौड़ना भी नहीं है, अब केवल उड़ना ही उड़ना है इस एकेडमिक परिवार में। ये एक वैश्विक परिवार है और हमारी competitive spirit must be judged from the endeavors which we place in a very honest and sincere way. तो गालिब का वो शेर बहुत याद आता है कि कौन रोक सकता है तेरे परवाज़ को, परवाज़ कहते हैं आपकी उड़ान को, कौन रोक सकता है श्यामलाल कॉलेज सांडे परिवार के परवाज़ को, इसने पंखों से नहीं इरादों से उड़ना सीखा है।
We are deeply touched by your words, and your words shall act as a sempiternal source of inspiration for all of us, and we shall certainly strive to work in that direction. The time has come, ladies and gentlemen, you all have been holding your breaths. Yes, you guessed that right. To declare the top 3 speakers of this 2 years long journey. 10 spaces there. Before we go out, I would like to call on the participants to please come over here and collect their respective certificates. All the participants shall come here. Guys, give a big round of applause.
सर हाँ जी हाँ जी हाँ जी हाँ जी बिल्कुल यस सामने वेट 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 थैंक यू
So wasting no time, May I please invite Professor Subhi to do the honors, and third prize goes to Ms. Janvi from Janki Devi Memorial College. Do the honors, Ms. Janvi.
यस एक बार आप साथ में आप भी हाँ जी यस वेट वेट वेट
Invite Mr. Professor Vijay Lakshmi ma'am to give prize to second winner, and the second winner goes to Mr. Padmanabha Reddy. Sales Defense College, MA, doing English honors.
एक मिनट वेट
I would like to invite Professor K. Ratnavali, Dean Academic Activities and Projects. And the winner is, any guesses, Devi or Sajjano? Let's look at the right. Mr. Keep the applause going, folks.
सर आप भी हाँ जी आप में यस वेट
Thank you so much, Mr. Tarun.
राह पे चलते रहेंगे. As the president of this society, I, Archana Bharti, feel immense privilege to witness the grandiose event of the celebration of 100 Talks. ये 2 सालों का सफर बेशक आसान नहीं रहा. रास्ते में काफी मुश्किलें आई और कभी-कभी तो लगा कि क्या हम अपनी मंजिल तक भी जा पाएंगे या नहीं. बट कुछ ऐसे लोगों का साथ मिला कि हमने फाइनली ये मुकाम आज हासिल कर लिया. इस टीम की शुरुआत मनीष सर से और हमारे मॉडरेटर्स के साथ हुई. फिर इसकी रौनक साक्षी टीम मेंबर्स ने बढ़ाई है. From the click of the mouse to the person who decorated this entire seminar hall, to those people who printed all the banners and posters, each and every member has given their blood, sweat and tears in this event, and also a lot many of coffee cups. I wish my very best wishes to the upcoming team of Sakshya, जो कि अब GSTS 200 के फ्लैग बियरर्स बनेंगे. GSTS ने हम स्टूडेंट्स को एज कोऑर्डिनेटर्स ये चांस दिया है कि हम सोसाइटी में अपने लेवल पे एक मेजर चेंज क्रिएट करें. एंड एज स्टूडेंट्स, though we can't do much, but I think just being a part of something this grand is in itself an achievement. The team behind this initiative works on such a larger scale, and it is so rare to see graduate students getting this kind of opportunity in their college days. And for providing this platform to us, I would like to thank our convener, Dr. Manish Karmwar. At the end, I will just say that if students from all over the country wish to become excellent academicians, then they should be a part of the Graduate Scholars Talk series. Our team will always welcome you in our GSTS family of 100 speakers and 100 guest teachers. Thank you to all the respected teachers, graduates and students for their presence today. We, the team of GSTS, will meet you online in our 101 session, and we hope that you are ready to celebrate with us again on the completion of 200 talks. Thank you.
Thank you, Archana. Moving on to express words of appreciation and gratitude, I would like to invite the man of the moment to propose vote of thanks. Man behind GSTS, the familiar face on all the 100 GSTS. Five of the fantastic things happening around here.
We have been to a conference GSTS. So thank you with the quote, because my students are persuade me to read out some quotes, because I never did this before. Every morning you have two choices. Continue to sleep in your dreams or wake up and change them. Thank you my students, you change them and achieve them. जिंदगी के देखते हैं, चलिए कुछ रोज जी के देखते हैं। नींद पिछली सदी से जख्मी है, ख्वाब अगली सदी के देखते हैं। रोज हम इस अंधेरी धुंध के पार काफिले रोशनी के देखते हैं। Thank you very much. It's an honor to offer a vote of thanks at this forum. Really, indeed, I'm speechless. लेकिन कुछ तो बोलना है और कुछ बोलना पड़ेगा भी, So this journey has accomplished the initial 100-foot stage. I don't know from this stage where we're heading towards 200, but my first priority is 150. Let's think about the 200. 200 is too far, so we'll think about the 150. So definitely we reach 150 very soon. So on the behalf of the students, college, principal, Department of History, all faculty members of my college, staff, IQAC in charge, Sakshya, GSTS, JCC, team members and all my college societies, each and every college society of my college. I, Dr. Manish Karmwar, as a convener, express my gratitude to all the chief guests, luminaries and organizers for boosting our confidence with your presence and participation. We are grateful to Professor Balram Pani sir for his blessings. We are pleased to Professor Geeta Bhatt for her gracious presence. We acknowledged Additional Director General Doordarshan, Mr. Santosh Kumar, ideas and the vision, and Shyam Lal College Morning Principal, Professor Ravi Narayankar's motivations. A special thanks to Professor Rashmi Abhi, though he's not here, but once I go for this initiative, she easily agreed to come to this program. So this is very, today is the, she has to submit a report, that's why she's not amongst us, but her blessing is with us. उन्होंने मुझे मैसेज भेजा, उन्होंने मुझे बार-बार बोला कि मैं नहीं आ पा रही हूँ, very sorry, but she was there in 10 or 20 minutes. Thank you, Professor Rajni Abhi, and again thanks Professor Ray K. Ratnavali, Dean Academics Affairs, for praising our efforts. और मैं इनको सुनता रहा, चूँकि हम लोग भी कॉलेज से जुड़े हुए हैं, और मैम एकेडमिक्स के सारे जब नया कोर्स स्ट्रक्चर बना था तो यूजुअली डे टू डे हम लोग इनको सुनते थे. सो I don't know how she was talking about she was not a good speaker. I thought, and I'm still believing she is one of the best speakers I've ever gone through. Thank you, ma'am, for coming. Thank you. And the other person, with her, Professor Vijay Lakshmi Singh, I started my career with the blessings of Dr. Vijay Lakshmi Singh. Now she is Professor Vijay Lakshmi Singh and the chairman of governing body Manvi College. So thank you very much. I'm just like an initial mentor for me. I did the whole journey of almost 20 years of my teaching career. Thank you, ma'am, for coming. Thank you. And again, I appreciate Professor Sunil Kumar Chaudhary, just like a homecoming for sir. And I just reiterated that sir last venture for the college, it was 2012 when he conducted a very good, very like enormous seminar, just like international seminar, and topic would be Africa, some Africa and India. I don't remember not right now, but the last outing for the Shyam Lal Evening College, Professor Sunil Kumar Chaudhary sir, thank you very much. And through mail, I didn't call sir because I presume that now these days he is not using telephone, mobile phone, so it's okay. But through the mail, I conveyed sir, and easily he recognized me and come to the like just homecoming. And thank you very much sir for coming here. And I appreciate inspiration and positive vibe of our students have drawn from Mr. Isan Sharma, Mr. Priyank Jain, Mr. Dev Dudeja. These are the jury of this seminar. And why I have chosen these three bright students? Because this is the forum of the students, by students and for the students. And they're the bright, they're the futures of our country, like you people. So thank you very much, all of three, for coming and obviously missing us. Okay, a heartful thanks for all 100 faculty members. Free of they are here, and really it's a welcome. There are so many teachers in the morning session, but here I'm looking Nachiketa sir, because my vision is somehow not appropriate. So मैं Nachiketa sir को देख पा रहा हूँ, Raman sir को देख पा रहा हूँ, Convenor sir को देख पा रहा हूँ. तो इन लोगों को और हमारे कॉलेज से भी जितने कॉलीग्स हैं, उन्होंने पार्टिसिपेट किया. संध्या मैम है, मनु सर हैं, और पीछे नहीं देख पा रहा हूँ, सच में थोड़ा धूम दे और इमोशनल भी हो गया हूँ. तो I'm not looking forward. Dharma मैम उधर है. तो and thank you all for coming, and till 6 o'clock they are with me. So it's a really appreciation. We are thankful to all faculty members जो हैं और जो नहीं भी हैं यहाँ पे from Shyam Lal Evening College for tuning in and motivating our team till evening. I may never be able to thank our students who are together impelled each other at the various levels to work beyond their limits. My team, 34 team members, और उनके पीछे 64 लोग हैं. मैं नहीं जानता उनका team कितना बड़ा है, but they are doing some mistakes during my journey. So I get some resignation also from some of my students. There are so many things, but again, we did it, and we did it very proudly from morning to evening. Thank you very much, my leaders. You are the true leaders of our country. Thank you very much. ओके, और जिसको छूट गया है बोलना, उनको भी थैंक यू अगर लगता है कि नहीं बोल पाया. सो स्पेशल थैंक्स टू प्रोफेसर हेमंत कुकरेती सर, माय टीचर इंचार्ज डीएन सर, माय सीनियर टीचर प्रमोद सर, अजय, सीमा, एंड ऑल मेंबर्स, एंड श्रीमती सविता गुप्ता मैम who she was not here, but she sent Mr. Arora sir for this event, and the big thanks to my friend, my brother, Dr. Pramod Kumar. Without him, I'm not used to hear and stand and speak. So, पूरा finance है, वो उन्हीं का दिया हुआ है, उन्हीं के द्वारा किया गया है, और कुछ और फ्रेंड्स एंड और IQAC के तरफ से, कॉलेज के तरफ से मिला है, बट फिनांस का जिम्मा उनका था, और मैंने उन पे श्योर किया था कि I'll give my 100%. Thanks my student that you are giving 100%. Thank you very much. We again come with a big celebration. Thank you very much.
पानी रखो, होठों पे चिंगारी रखो, जिंदा रहना है तो तरकीबें बहुत सारी रखो. राम के पत्थर से बढ़कर कुछ नहीं है मंजिलें, रास्ते आवाज देते हैं, सफर जारी रखो. एक ही नदी के हैं ये दो किनारे दोस्तों, दोस्ताना जिंदगी से मौत से यारी रखो. आते जाते पर ये कहते हैं हमारे कान में, कूच का ऐलान होने को है, तैयारी जारी रखो. ये जरूरी है कि आंखों का भरम कायम रहे, नींद रखो या ना रखो, ख्वाब उसको बोल चश्मे वाले
I would like to dedicate a couple of lines to each one of you. Please sit down.
And yes, this is not the ending. This is just the beginning for another GSTS 101.
रास्तों पर जमाना चल रहा है, जमाने को रास्ता दिखाए वो कहाँ है?
इधर हो ना.
चांद तोड़ लाने वाले बहुत हैं यहाँ, चांद पर नाम लिखाए वो कहाँ है? अर्जुन सब ढूंढ रहे हैं यहाँ, पर स्वयं में गुरु द्रोण कहाँ है? पत्थर उछाल रही है दुनिया आसमान में, चट्टानों से टकराए वो मांझी कहाँ है? और ज्यादा तलाशी ना लो भीड़ की, हुजूम से निकलो, हमसे मिलो.
क्लैपिंग कर दो.
यस हाँ जी सर. थैंक यू.